Really? Hey, it's Todd Ault. It's the 22nd of September, 2021.
We are out here.
You know, I remember when I was running a hedge fund and it was turning to the year 2000 and I had to write a letter for this whole, you probably don't even remember this.
Y2K?
Y2K.
Yeah, I remember.
No, I mean, like a lot of people weren't even born then. So
I was like 27.
Were you? And they were worried that all the zeros were going to convert over and the computers weren't going to work and zeros were going to be ones and ones were going to be zeros. And what episode is this, Skylar?
136.
136.
We made it this far.
Jason.
We got 17 watchers.
Oh, really?
Nobody really knew we were coming on today.
Jason, we covered the we covered our shorts in the triple Qs. We sold the S triple Qs the other day on a day when the market was down pretty hard. We had a nice rally back.
Yes.
Woo! Rally back.
It was
Thank God that we did that.
Jay Powell came out, talked about the Fed's intentions. We're going to get into that.
Let's go through the Dow, the NASDAQ.
Good day.
The S&P, gold, silver. There was one time today where I think almost everything on my screen was green.
Even AG?
Even AG.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Hey, Skylar, what's up?
I'm happy to be back at work. And
I like that
mellow.
curly hair. Really?
Me too. I like it. I want to
Skylar,
do
I know you
more.
just got a
It's
negative
lot.
COVID test. You can pull your mask
I
down.
know. I literally yesterday.
Christ almighty. What is wrong with
Yesterday
this
got-
place?
I don't know. It's
Hey, I did see
Says
one of my
COVID
best
in
friends, if
rats.
not my best friend besides my wife, I did see one of my best friends. I have a lot of friends now. I don't know if I have a lot. How do you define a lot? I have a couple. Jason's a friend.
Sure.
My son works here. He's a friend. Gary's a friend. Skylar's a friend. Randy's a friend. Yeah. Joe's a friend. Anyways, I did see my friend who was in the hospital with COVID, blood clots and all. I went to California to get a CT scan on this right here. You can see there's a little bump there. It's a lymph node on my collarbone. Discovered 5 months ago after my second vaccine. And started getting worried. I'm down 11 pounds. Started getting worried like, well, like what is it? When you look up lymph node, swollen, collarbone, you can go down a bunch of rabbit holes. Like,
Yeah.
when you look up anything on
You're
the
better off
internet,
not
you're like,
looking
you're
it
gonna
up. Well,
die. Like you have 2
you
weeks.
can go down a bunch of rabbit holes. And I eventually went and got a chest x-ray. That was cleared. So they did a CT scan. I could see my brain. And it looked like there was nothing in my head, which probably makes sense. But there was a lymph node here swollen. It wasn't cancer. It wasn't lymphoma. It wasn't sarcoma. It wasn't connected to the bone.
Right.
My doctor told me he's seen a bunch of cases where you get a vaccine on this side, and if you get it high enough, it drains into the heart, drains in the lymph system this way. Get a vaccine on the right side, and maybe it does something else, right?
I don't know.
That's
I'm not a
really
vaccine
weird.
person.
But anyways, I got that done. Did you cover the markets yet?
No, we were going to get into
Let's
it.
cover the markets.
Okay, let's do it. So the Dow at one point today was up over 500 points, if I recall.
I saw that. Yeah.
It actually finished up after some volatility at the 2 p.m. announcement of the Fed. There was some volatility. We took on a short-term ETF VIX trade.
We did, actually.
Did we made a little bit?
We made a little bit of
Maybe
money
like
on that.
2,000
well,
or
I
3,000.
covered part of it when you after.
Yeah, I got a little panicky.
After we started jabbering.
Yeah, it was tough. So
we lost $556 on that trade. We actually still have 15,000 of them.
oh, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
that's
covered 10. We
That's
bought
fine.
25,000.
It did run, but we didn't really. Whatever.
We
The
did
da-
a monster run today in HUSA, HUSA. SS&T was up nicely. ACXP was up. BCTX.
Whoa.
Wow, baby.
Wow is right.
Holy Toledo. Wow. As everyone knows, we followed the 13D position. An activist position. Spoke to the company a couple months ago, month and some change ago. They initiated a buyback. Stock went from $5.25 or something.
It went to eight.
to $8.50 or
Yeah,
something.
close.
And we had like a couple $1 million profit. All this is published. You can see that we filed the 13D. We cut our position back to below the reporting level. Nothing to really be an activist about here. I'm really excited about the management of BCTX.
Yeah.
I met the CEO. I met the chairman by a Zoom call.
Yep.
They've got some cancer drugs they're working on for breast cancer. Really great stuff. a nice shareholder base, kind of
do.
coming out of the bottom.
Yep.
They decided as a biotech to buy some stock back because they didn't need that cash, they thought.
Right.
Have partnerships.
What did they announce to buy
So
back?
BCTX performed really well.
I think they announced like a 1 million share buyback. Let's see what we got here.
I don't know what they're buying back a lot of stock. So we had a monster day today.
Let's talk to. I didn't cover the market. Let's cover.
Oh,
that.
let's cover it. Let's get it done.
Yeah, the Dow was 34,258. It was plus 338, and the Nasdaq finished up 150, 14,896. Tomorrow we'll have the jobless claims information. We'll see how that goes. The S&P was 43.95 plus 41. Bitcoin rallied to 44,000 and then it retreated back to 43,250. It's still in a reversal trend, in my opinion. Ethereum, 3,025, same. Oil, $72 a barrel. So when Powell was talking about transitory inflation, I think he was just kind of in his, I don't know if he's a 1%er. Well, maybe they all are 1%ers now after all the insider trading that was revealed.
Ouch.
So gold was up pretty good today. It retreated back to 1767. Silver was up on the day, 2267, and copper up actually $4.23.
I want to cover that anything today. The Any bought 60,000 miners.
Yeah, I got that right
But
here.
you kind of had some insight as to are they mining in the cloud?
Yeah, I don't.
Or did they buy miners directly?
That's the thing. We don't know exactly. Here's the press release.
What'd you call it? Fuzzy Bear or something like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What they call Fuzzy Bear or something like
Foo-foo?
that? Foo Bear?
Yeah, let's get into this. So Sphere D, as you all or don't know, if you don't know, they're going to merge with Gryphon Mining, and they are going to. Well, their goal is to become the largest miner in the world, and they're going to be at least carbon neutral. I think they're buying some carbon credits, make them carbon negative. Anyhow, they came out with a press release Tuesday, and let's see if I can get this a little bit bigger here. They said we're buying 60,000 Bitcoin mining rigs. So those were S19J
That makes it clear they're
Pros.
buying them.
It does say they're buying them. Currently considered the industry leading miner, the S19J Pro. We know a little bit about
Hey,
those.
we bought 4,000 of them.
4,000.
You made arrangements for all that.
Yeah,
they're
so-
all being delivered.
We got them in
from
They're hanging out in
Taipei
Taipei.
and from Malaysia.
There's a backlog in shipping
Kuala
right now.
Lumpur.
So we're working on getting those home to get those things mining real soon, hopefully.
Well, we have miners there already. The
Yeah.
question is when do those thousands get installed?
Yep.
And then that we know there's going to be, is it 200 or 300 a month?
We got 300 a month
300
for the
month,
next
right.
10 months.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll scale into those. But it looks like they're going to start delivery of their 60,000 November 2021. So 6.0 exahash will be their capacity once these are delivered. Now, keep in mind, get it? Keep
Yeah,
in mind. So I think Riot right now is the largest in America, public that we know.
Right.
And they're like 2.7 or 3.0 exahash. But here's what's going to happen. They're going to Sphere D, which is ticker symbol ANY, is going to mine
For full
with,
disclosure, we're long.
Yeah, we are long. They're going to mine with. They're going to merge with Gryphon, and that's supposed to come Q4 of this year. And they raised a whole bunch of money recently. Any did, and they're deploying that capital. But here's what threw me for a loop. We're excited. This is the quote. We are very excited to be supplying Sphere D, ticker symbol Any, with our fastest model mining rig and support Sphere's goal of becoming the largest carbon neutral miner in the world, commented Leo Liu, CEO of BitFuFu. Yes, I said that. BitFuFu Technology, the global
Let's go back to
strategic
that.
arm.
Go back to the headline.
So
Can you zoom in on there? Thanks.
I looked.
The strategic arm of Bitmain.
Yeah. So I looked at
BitFuFu.
BitFuFu, and like
Sounds so funny.
I'm like, is this a troll? But then I pulled it up here, and bear with me here 1 second. So BitFuFu is on my screen, Bitmain's strategic investment platform. So I look at it. Let me make this a little bit larger.
I mean, it looks like Bitmain's making a co-investment. That's a big number.
Yeah, check this out.
Maybe
though.
they're supplying the machines.
Okay, they're supplying the machines, but all I see is cloud mining, okay, cloud hosting, the Bitmain area. I clicked on this. They do have a strategic partnership with Bitmain, but maybe they're just not advertising that they sell machines on behalf of Bitmain. I didn't see it. So anyway, We have a direct contract with Bitmain.
Yeah, our contracts are directly with Bitmain.
Now, I mean, I'm not saying that these guys aren't capable of providing 60,000 machines. I just didn't see anywhere where I could buy those. So it must be a special deal they have going. Anyhow, this, needless to say, they've got it here. It's press released. If indeed they come through and deliver and all these are actually mining, it will be a monster crypto mining data center. So that's basically the bottom line. So we're long any. It pulled back quite a bit into the fives. There was an opportunity there to take a position. I'm not recommending it, but now it's 625, 630. A lot of upside with this once the merger occurs. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. Again, I'm not recommending it.
Hey, Discord Discord, they raised $500 million at a $15 billion valuation.
The Discord did, really? Wow.
They doubled their present valuation. Let's go to my screen real quick here.
That's huge.
Discord CEO, social audio apps, next big spend after recent $500 million funding. Discord raised $500 million at a $5 billion or at a $15 billion valuation. So I'm pretty impressed with that. The chief technology officer of Facebook resigned today.
I saw that.
I don't know why they're stepping down.
That's interesting.
Who knows? Anyways.
Did you see
we
this
cover
one?
the market? Because
Yep.
something breaking news, like critically breaking news, is Chipotle now offers brisket.
Wow.
So, I mean, that seems like it should be the headline at CNBC.
But really,
For a limited time, Chipotle offers brisket. I don't get who's in charge there? That's news. That's like free advertising for them.
are they really going to try to compete with Mama Birds?
Oh,
Really?
God.
I don't
Yeah,
think
people
they
here
can.
don't even know about Las Vegas' Mama Birds.
So good.
Mama Bird, you don't have any idea. The world does
No.
not have any idea what's possible since they haven't been to Mama Birds here in Vegas.
So good.
This came out about an hour ago. The Fed is evaluating whether to launch a digital currency program and in what form. Now, where have we heard this before? Trump coin, China with their digital currency.
Is that true?
India's touched on it. Yeah, looky here.
So I've heard it'll just be a digitally traded dollar.
Right, like a
Can't do that already?
I mean, yeah,
I
Tether.
can't just move. I send you money. When I lose money in gambling and I get the money from you, I send you back Zelle.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's just U.S. currency.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Is this going to be like a quasi USD? What is it? What is it
Robinhood is going to offer wallets.
for crypto?
That's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, because you can actually take possession.
Then you can take possession of your own crypto,
Right.
not leaving it at Robinhood.
Can you use it to buy? Can you use it to buy AMC tickets?
Hey, I want to direct all of you to my Twitter. If you have an opportunity, somehow someone on Twitter thinks that I told them to buy Alzament. So we're going to get back to how it works here. This is a show for entertainment purposes. I would never tell you to buy and sell anything. I tell you what we're buying and selling. We disclose that. We tell you generally what we're doing. We tell you to consult your own financial advisor. But this person asked me for a refund.
Really?
Yeah, they said, can I get a refund from my shares of Alzament? I think I warned everyone that if you look at the prospectus, there was going to be a lot of stock come off lockup. He claims, this person, he or she, that all the insiders are selling. I'm not aware of any. So I said, please tell me. My point is that if you think that you can get a refund by trading stocks, if you think you can blame other people for the decisions you make running your independent brokerage account, you should not invest. I don't know what is wrong with Americans now where they constantly want to blame others for the decision they make. I've never told anyone to buy or sell Alzament. I simply report what I'm doing.
That's it.
And I'm fully prepared for Alzament to go down, why people who don't want to hold on any longer because they've been in there for 5 or 6 years sell. It happens all the time. If you recall, Facebook went public. I think it went public at $40 or $42, $45. It went down by over 60% to $17.
Yep.
And traded down there why insiders sold and released stock and blah, blah, blah. And over time, they also didn't have a very good mobile strategy. That's a different concept. I am simply not worried about Alzament. You don't need to text me and quote me where it is. This person claimed that I was the CEO of the company, which leads me to believe that I've never been the CEO of Alzament, so they clearly didn't read the prospectus that they claim that they read, because I've never been the CEO of Alzament that I could remember, but somehow they thought I was the CEO. Then they said I was the executive chairman. That is also not true. I am not the executive chairman. When the company went public, as I've said multiple times, I chose to have Will Horn become chairman because he has a venture and biotech background. And the CEO is a guy named Stefan Jackman, who's been on the show, who is very talented and brought a very talented board. This person told me Alzheimer's was a scam. Really? The University of South Florida for 10 years invested in the two drugs. The FDA cleared it to go into patients.
Yeah.
We filed INDs, pre-INDs. You guys, I'm already under enough scrutiny. I'm aware of what a scam is and what it's not. You're foolish to think I'm not aware of what the rules are.
It's crazy.
So I didn't want to waste any time on it, but it's just like I'm so having such a hard time with how stupid people can be. I just don't understand. You know what did Gordon Gekko say? A fool and his money can't stay together anyways. I don't get it. He said to me, "Well, it's down from 33.58." You mean the day it went public?
Right.
Anyways,
It's crazy.
is it relevant? Is this relevant?
Not really, because
Probably not relevant.
in the grand scheme of things, you've put a team in place that's literally trying to help the world.
Right. I mean, it's like and like I don't care if it's down today or tomorrow. I didn't buy it to trade it. You clearly bought it to trade it. And if it were up, would you ask for a refund? If we're up, would you be giving me part of the profit? God, how does this make any sense? Don't invest money you can't afford to lose. These are very basic rules. Don't put your money at risk if you can't. You listen, it's the price of poker. Stuff goes up and down. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Alzheimer's. If Alzheimer's drugs do great, it could go wherever it's going to go, right?
People that invest in trade and stocks and equities and commodities and anything in life, like there is no sure thing except death and taxes. So you might as well figure that out early before you get invested in stuff.
Yeah, on my Twitter, Todd, what's the better deal, Alzheimer's or DPW at 2:30? Tough call. I don't care. Don't buy it, Dave. Don't buy any. Don't actually go buy any. That's better. Don't buy. I don't care. This show is not meant for me to give you investment advice. I am not giving you investment advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I bought 1 million shares in the hedge fund of DPW 50 cents higher. I don't think you guys realize how long term I am. You see Jason and I trading short term and other names, but the core positions. I bought Iconics. I took a 9.9% position. And I sat there for 6 months, and it was up and down. I had a profit. It went to $18, $19, $20, $25. Guys, this is not. The money's not made in trading. I know people think it is. The money is made in sitting and waiting for the value to play itself out. I realize people are excited about, I bought something today, I could sell it tomorrow. And let's say we talk about this money challenge, bankroll challenge.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting that with a small portion of your money, you can't have an intelligent bankroll challenge like what Jason's doing with Skyla. But this is part of an overall plan. You guys got to figure this out for yourself, not just. I mean, who bought enough Alzheimer's that it's going to change their life up or down every single day? I don't know. And I guess with that in mind, I'm going to move off the topic.
Yeah,
But I did want to cover that for full disclosure, on Monday, I made a decision. I was a little frustrated. I'm not going to lie. I probably traded emotionally. But I made a decision to cover a vast majority of what we were short. And I want to give full disclosure right now. We are short AMC. I covered today Peloton again. Sold more calls. Peloton's been nothing but a winner.
Yep.
It was down $6 today. We're short Peloton through calls.
Right.
We were short 2,000 shares. We covered, and then we covered the balance this morning when it was down, I think, $5 and some change. So we are short calls, meaning we have to sell it to someone if it's not below a certain price, etc. If it's above a certain price, we've got to sell it. We're short AMC. That's a troll. We're just having fun there.
Yeah.
We are long some SQQs, which I put on today, but we had about 450,000 of them. We have approximately 110,000 SQQs. We sold the majority of them between 8 and 8.25.
Wow, look at that tape.
What?
It looks like at 4:37 Eastern Standard Time, somebody bought 589,000 shares of DPW at $2.31.
Really?
Yeah, I was just looking through.
Okay, so we sold the majority of our SQQs between 8 and 8.25.
We got UVXY.
We bought them back. We bought some UVXY, but for the most part, we're barely short.
yeah,
It almost doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it really.
It almost doesn't. And even the other day, we did have about a $10 million notional short position.
Yeah.
Against an $85 million portfolio.
Yep.
So it's really, we were kind of like short 12%.
Not
And
convicted there.
We
totally.
didn't have a lot of
That's-
conviction.
Yeah.
So we covered, and we're not short those names now. We are short 1,000 triple Qs, and I am short 1,000 of Netflix.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I did cover my GameStop short at 189 and 188. So I left 100 shares of GameStop short. I'm just trolling that, right?
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple positions that I might entertain here to look at a long thesis.
But we did have this big BCTX position.
Yes.
Briacel, and we were long Briacel, and I'm not going to lie to you, I took some profit. I don't know why I say that. That's like a normal reaction. I'm not going to lie to you.
What's the problem with profits? Are you an evil socialist?
I took some profit. It went above $8 today, and really I did that because I'm still concerned that the market is strange.
Yeah.
The Fed's going to taper sometime. There's a lot of liquidity out there.
Yep.
There's a lot of jobs available, but then the
it's-
market's tightening.
Yeah.
I get
It was
Jay
weird.
Powell. I don't know what you're saying. Can someone get like a what are those things? You know, like where the guy goes into space and you need a thing to read what he's reading in space. There's like a cipher connects together.
yep.
Can
I
someone
have no
decipher or
idea.
cipher what the hell he's saying?
He was like the Riddler today.
He's like the Riddler. I like the days where Alan Greenspan said nothing.
yeah.
I accept that there could be irrational exuberance going on here. He just said irrational exuberance, the market goes down like 2,000 points, right?
Yeah.
He said anything. Jay Powell does a full press conference. Hey, and he takes questions.
A lot of questions. Unlike,
lot of questions.
Unlike somebody else I know.
How about that insider trading? I don't know if that's insider trading.
was
or
very
not.
serious.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. Let's let the jury go. Unlike you, I'm not the great conspiracy guy in the sky, although it does appear that sometimes conspiracies are true.
And then they magically sell their positions right before the Evergrande debacle.
For sure. But then
Timing?
Evergrande made their payment.
Correct. They got one more tomorrow. Although their intention, it seems like, is to pay it.
Yeah, they have the best intentions.
So somebody said here the Naked Army's been quiet.
Oh, we're long naked, by the way. It was rallying today. You want to cover naked real quick?
Naked, and then I got a question on Cosmo, COSM. Looks like somebody care to expand on Cosmo Funding. But yeah, Naked, for sure. Naked had a rally. They're
Someone
actually
wants me to comment on Cosmo Funding?
Yeah, I mean
You mean the deal we did with the DPL?
with COSM.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So we have three basic companies at DPW, the symbol for Ault Global Holdings. And in those three basic holdings, we have Turn On Green, Coolassist, the power electronics EV business. And then we have the Gresham Worldwide Defense business, which owns, I think, 3 or 4 other companies. One by the EV business run by Amos Khan,
Yep.
or Amos Kuhn, did they say? J.R. Reed and Tim run Gresham Worldwide.
J.R. Reed, not the basketball player.
No,
Okay.
Jonathan Reed, J.R. Reed. There's separate CEOs. Then there's a CEO of Alt Alliance. And Alliance is the alliance between the PriveCo, the PublicCo, and all the deals we do. And inside there is a company called BitNile. That is our mining operation, and that owns our data center, Alt Alliance. We also own a business in there called Digital Power Lending, a licensed lender, which is funded to the tune of around, I think, 85 or 100 million. I don't know what the number is there. And they make loans to public companies and investments for companies going public, listing on the NASDAQ, converting to the NASDAQ from the over-the-counter. Maybe they're already public and they need capital to grow. And we get paid warrants, and we can convert into stock. We get paid interest. Sometimes we make venture capital loans before a company goes public. That's a very active business, and that leads to very volatile revenue and earnings. You can see in the last quarter,
Sure.
Alzheimer went public. We had this big gain because of Alzheimer going public. This quarter, clearly, Alzheimer's down, so that'll affect our revenue. But reality is we mark the book to the market per the U.S. GAAP accounting rules. I see people, Todd shouldn't have recognized that gain. Well, no, I should, because we follow GAAP. We follow the actual accounting rules that are published by the PCOB and the federal government.
Yep.
And Warren Buffett's talked about this. When you have a portfolio of stocks, you have to mark them to the market. And we do that every single day, Jason, right? Every
day.
single month. So we know what our performance is every single month, every single quarter. We have a quarter ending coming up soon.
End of September.
But what was my point? Oh, Cosmos.
Yep.
So Cosmos, we've extended their business, a loan, and the ability for them to uplist to a national exchange. And my understanding is that they're on the verge of being uplisted to a national exchange. And therefore, we will likely, hopefully, benefit from that loan. I believe the warrants and all the things we got from that investment. And that should show up, if it is profitable, in revenue and earnings for the overall company, all global, which you know as DPW, the same as we have for other companies, right?
Sure.
And we file 13Ds against companies. We're activists, etc. Now we have an activist hedge fund that has run Alt Alpha.
Correct.
Do we fully disclose all that now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up at the cloud? Our friend over there, Skyla's yawning. And then you're kind of quiet. What's
Always
on?
yawn.
What's
No,
on
I
your
was
mind?
just kind of reading, catching up.
Yeah, I was looking at the comments.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
earlier.
comments.
What's wrong with the comments?
No, that
I
was
just
just a
like to
question
read
on Cosmo.
Oh, okay.
And then Anastasia Alt says hello.
I happen to know her. That happens to be my mom.
So does Willie Ames, writer, producer, and director.
So today, breaking news: Naked's volatile.
Naked is very
NAKD.
volatile. You know,
I saw, by the way, California, they had like this is old news for everybody. They had like a plane fly up something about Naked.
Yeah.
It's crazy. These guys are crazy.
if you look at the 1 month
But
chart,
its stock is back to 60 cents.
yeah, it's right here.
7.14% today.
There's the 1 month.
For full disclosure, we're long Naked.
There's the year to date.
It's pulled back, though, pretty hard.
Yeah.
They're waiting for a deal to be announced.
I mean, they still have all that cash.
Waiting for a deal to be announced.
I mean, it's not been deployed yet, so yeah.
They're waiting for a deal to be announced.
Here we are.
Yeah, for sure. What else we got going on?
We were gonna look at. Oh, I wanted to look at FCX, Freeport McMoran. We don't have a position, right?
No, we
Okay.
do not.
31.56. Copper was a little volatile. Now that the Fed meeting is past, we know what their intentions are. Look for commodities continue in their upward trend. Just my opinion. Oil's not going to go down. Again, that's my opinion. But if you look at what's going on geopolitically across the world, this current administration does not want to become energy independent like the last administration. We rely on foreign oil. And when the president asked OPEC, hey, could you go ahead and pump some more oil? We need more oil. You know, the economy's starting to open up. A lot of our draconian mask mandates and travel mandates are being let up. Hey, how about some more oil? Give me some of that light, sweet crude. OPEC says, no, sir, Mr. Biden. We're going to continue this current pace, and your demand is going to increase. Hence, the barrels of light, sweet crude are now over 70. Call it $72 a barrel. I don't see that changing. I don't see inflation getting any better. Powell says it's transitory. Well, how long is transitory? What does Merriam-Webster dictionary say? It really doesn't give a definition as far as the timeline goes. But I could just say that inflation is not going to taper, and you're going to look at food prices continue to soar. Energy prices are continuing to soar. The winter months are coming up for the Northeast, where there's a large population. If you're still up there and you haven't moved south or west, I don't know what you're doing up there, paying those high taxes. But that's a different topic. So look for natural gas to go up. Look for home heating oil to go up. Look for the dollar to continue to be worth less and less as Powell and the crew print more and more of those treasury notes backed by nothing. And if they could just let up a little bit on the naked shorting and the paper shorting in gold and silver, you might see an increase in precious metals. You will also probably see an increase in the price of Bitcoin, which has become a digital currency wealth mechanism where you can store a little bit of your non-essential daily bread, if you will. So, yeah, that's my thesis. That's what I see going into the holiday season.
Skylar, what do you got going on today? Anything for us? Any jokes of any kind?
It's not really a joke, but I thought it was really funny. I love the way the world rotates. It really makes my day. Keep kidding.
God, these are really dad jokes, aren't they?
Some of them are, some of them are not. Depends on the day.
Hey, you know who I'm doing a podcast with today?
Yeah.
I do.
Carrie
I do.
Kasem.
That last name sounds familiar.
Casey Kasem? Does anyone remember Casey Kasem? American Top 40.
Joseph Tawfiq says, why isn't the share price rising with good news on DPW?
I don't know. I saw yesterday, I saw someone announce they bought 60,000 miners that went up 3 cents.
That's interesting because we announced that we bought 4,000 miners, and I think we went up a penny.
Whole penny?
We might have went down.
Huh.
So I guess here's the thing. When you announce stuff like that, you know, it's great, like in theory, but I guess what the street's looking for is to deploy those miners and actually harvest some Bitcoin. Let's get some revenue going. So maybe that's what they're thinking. I don't know. I mean, I don't know many publicly traded companies that actually have data centers that actually mine cryptocurrency.
Can you go to my audio real quick?
There might be 10.
The highest debuting song comes in at number 30.
Oh, wow.
The 8th song is by Mac and Katie Kissoon, and it's called Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep.
One of the things
Hours once a week with American Top 40, and you know where your favorite songs are on the national music scene.
Yo, I remember
You
my mom
you
used to
recognize
yeah.
that name?
With a countdown.
Well, his daughter will be on our show. I actually happen to know her. We know each other in a weird way.
What a voice, Casey Kasem, man.
What a voice.
Wow.
And Carrie is very, very pretty, very smart, very intelligent, very intense. And she will be on the show today. Actually, you know, Carrie was one of the people that introduced me to Brad.
Oh, yeah, really?
In a small world, huh?
You know, I like Brad Lee's been going on some great rants lately.
Was he?
Oh, man, he's been crushing it. Yeah, I love Brad Lee, man. He's a boss.
So Carrie Kasem today, that podcast will be out soon. I want to answer some questions. Skylar, would you be willing to go and get Joe Spaziano for me?
Is he here
sure
today?
would. Yeah, he's here.
Awesome. Hey, so I wanted to look at one other ticker while we get Joe. Let me make my case for, oh, by the way, if you don't have an Ortex.com, an Ortex account, you should consider getting one.
What's an Ortex account?
It gives you a lot of data, short interest.
Ortex?
Ortex.
Ortex.
Yeah, Ortex. I'll show you later. Where is my chart?
We
Here it is.
Bitcoin is 43,389.88. Very volatile.
It is.
I was almost 50,000 the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe. Welcome to the show.
Joe, what do you know?
Joe, what do you know, Joe? I don't really know about that. Say it ain't so, Joe.
Real quick, Joe. We're going to say this real quick on my screen
Can you
here.
leave that on the background, that Bitcoin price back there? Appreciate that. That looks nice. I like that.
That's nice. Real quick, POWW. Everyone knows we had a big position in
We did.
POWW. In my opinion, it's about time to re-enter POWW.
I'll look at it for
A lot of
sure.
momentum going
We don't
on.
own it, for full
We
disclosure.
do
We
not.
don't own it.
We do not, but that's something we're going to be looking
They
at.
make bullets.
Absolutely. They got a new place in Wisconsin. Hey, Joe, go ahead, man. What do you got going on?
No. I got the questions for Joe.
Uh-oh.
What's
So,
up?
Joe, you're going to fly back to Michigan to an undisclosed data center that we own, 617,000 square on 34 and a half acres. And your team and you will be installing 1,000 new S19J Pros,
Ooh, sexy.
which mine over 1.2 million a month of Bitcoin?
Call it $1 million right now.
Yeah, let's be safe.
Okay, call it $1 million. That's 12 million of Bitcoin just with those 1,000. With 4,000, that's 48 million of Bitcoin a year. Even if the cost were 5 million, that's 43 million of EBITDA. But hey, who's counting? 40 million, 30 million, 35 million, 32 million amongst friends. Who's counting? And so I don't know why DPW trades where it is. It's not my problem. Eventually it will be my problem, but today it's not.
You like the stock?
I keep buying it.
Yeah.
Hey, but Joe, I was talking to someone about the installation of the miners. Now, we already have S9s in Indiana. We have some S9s actually in Michigan. But I'm curious, how long does it take to install each miner?
You don't really do it as each miner, so
Well, you have to put 1,000. It's like counting 1,000 gumballs, as one of my friends says. You have to put these on a rack. And
Rack
you have
attack.
you have to connect them, and they have to be part of a network. and you have to program them, make sure they're working. How long does it take to do each miner? Jason, keep your calculator fresh.
So it's not really each miner. All I can tell you is I worked the last time I put in, let's call it 1,000 miners.
Yeah.
It took me about a week with 4 people to get it all up, done, in, racked, and pointed. It took about a week, working about 12 to 15-hour days.
But you have 1,000 miners, so each miner, would you say, is 30 minutes?
Yeah,
Do you spend 30 minutes per miner?
it's probably less than that.
20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20. I mean, if you talk about it unboxing, putting it on the rack, as long as all the cabling's already there.
No, you got to do the cabling.
Okay, so let's call it 30 minutes.
So
I think it's
Jason,
less.
30 minutes, 1,000. How much time is that?
Wow, that's how many 3,000 minutes?
Is that 500 hours, right?
Yeah, 500.
It can't be that long then. It's probably about 15 minutes. I mean, it took 4 of us 6 days to do 1,000 miners.
So
12
150
hours
a day.
days.
Okay.
And how many people are you bringing back there? And how many? I mean, you'll have some back there already, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm bringing any. I mean, there's people from the company that are going back there, but at some point you start to get in each other's ways. So
Actually, I wouldn't mind making the trip up there. Seems how all the sweat. And,
I'm willing to put you to work.
yeah, I'm probably going to go up there.
So 1,000 miners will take you about 7 days.
5 to 7 days, depending on the amount of labor.
How many
we have
people do
there.
you think you're going to have there helping, putting the racks together, doing all the things you need to do?
Probably about putting the racks together and stuff. That's being separately built. So putting the miners in racks, inventorying them, making sure that the serial numbers, we know where they're seated, which rack, row, all that. We'll probably have 5 people there total doing all that.
Rod Wilson says, "Hey, Joe, are the miners hooked together?"
Meaning, are they tethered to each other? No.
Rod, give me some more clarification. We're here for your questions, everyone. Let me know.
I mean, the simple way that works is when you have the miners go and each one's plugged into its own port, and we have lots of switches so that there's redundancy. If a switch dies, it doesn't take down the whole network, only a little part of it.
Yep.
But there's also tethering in Bitcoin mining where instead of creating 1,000 separate workers that all work on their own, you create one worker with 1,000 miners. So it just really depends on what you're talking about and how that works. But
these things are very loud. In fact, we have a lot of land at this secret area. Well, it's not really secret.
No, it's secret. It's a Michigan data center.
Okay.
I was looking at the front of the data center, and I noticed you ever see the movie Zero Dark 30 where the people have to drive past the barriers and to go like this? They can't just drive in a straight line.
Right.
I saw we put barriers in front of the data center.
Yep.
We're worried people are going to ram the data center.
I mean, every data center is worried about that. And when you build a data center like that, yes, we have mining equipment. We've already talked about enterprise solutions too. So
Right.
when you want a better rating and a higher rating and be more secure so you can have better clients in there, those are the kind of things you got to do with a data center.
Eventually, I want to drop some solar on the roof, 14 acres of solar.
That'd be a lot of solar.
And then maybe a little wind action. Get our renewables
It's
up.
not Area 52.
Yeah, I mean, wind is great in that area,
Yeah.
but you don't know that you have enough land to have that big of a wind farm.
All right, well, let me get some solar.
34 and a half
at least.
acres.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever been out to the desert out here and seen how big those things
massive.
are? Yeah.
I have been out to the desert out here.
100-watt solar panel, just one small that you would put on like a van life van. That takes an ounce of silver.
Yep.
I'm just making a case that silver is only mined 800 million ounces a year, and we're in a deficit. Back to my silver stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it has to do with the conductivity, right? I mean,
Yeah, very
when
people don't realize that. Oh, copper's better. No, dude.
Silver is the most conductive metal.
Silver is.
Silver?
Not many people know that.
Joe, I appreciate you answering the questions. I had some questions about what that was going to be like. So about a week or so to put 1,000, and then the 300 that are being installed every single month after that. How long will that take? Just about 3 or 4 days then?
That'll be easier. I mean, because we'll have the racks up and we're already going to have them wired. You're probably talking for those 300, probably 2 to 3 days each time.
Got it.
Well,
So when you start, you put 1,000 in, you'll be doing about $1 million to 1.3 million a month, and then at that point, you'll get to 4,000. You'll be doing something between 45 and 50 million of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, obviously dependent on price and difficulty, but yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm excited about what it's going to do for the company. I've done this show, and it's pretty grueling because while you're doing that, you don't just spin up one miner at a time. You spin up 100 so that you do blocks, but then you go to the next. So it's loud all the time.
Here's what I propose.
I'm bringing my gun ear head.
Well, I'm going to bring my
No, you don't get to do this.
All right, you're the boss.
No, I think I know,
what
what
I'm
you're going to do.
say.
Right.
Go ahead.
So Jason and I will. You know what? In all fairness,
Do it.
I'll let Jason talk about what we'll be doing soon on this show. That will be Jason.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about what I'm talking about?
No, we're probably not talking about the same thing.
Well,
we are going to do live broadcasting
Okay.
for a week from Michigan.
That's what I'm talking
in the
about.
data center.
I should have
We are
never.
bringing back Brett and Nick and the whole team.
I literally should have never said anything.
And
about
we
that.
are going to broadcast Big new miners, and all you haters
Yes.
can kiss my ass
We're going live
as we
stream.
install them. We're going to live stream those miners. We're going to put them right out there for everyone to see.
Now we're talking.
Because we are transparent here at All Global Holdings. We are transparent here on this show. And all of you people who don't believe that can kiss my ass.
You know, a lot of people are like, hey, are they really mining Bitcoin?
Are they really mining Bitcoin?
You know,
it's a fraud.
Yeah, it's a scam.
There's nothing real there. Really? 200 people later, 200 million later. So stupid.
Dude,
people are. Wow, that was stupid. That was not nice, was it?
No.
I kind of got a little ranty there.
You did
Sorry.
got a little bit rainy.
I am excited. Let me reset that. Brett's over there. Dude, who do I work for? Dude, shut this thing down.
Shut down, shut down, shut down, shut down, shut down, shut down.
We are going to broadcast live from Michigan
All right.
when those miners are being installed.
That's what we
You'll be able
want.
to hear that noise in the background. We're going to have crypto on the show. We're going to give stuff away. And we might even give away a little Bitcoin. What do you think of that, players?
Perfect.
What do you think about some giveaway?
Let me tell you what's...
Little Satoshi?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got a wallet out there?
It's 75 decibels for these miners. One miner.
1,000 miners.
It's loud.
Roughly.
Bring your headsets.
Bring your
Now,
headsets.
I will tell you for sure, where this place in Michigan, they have Italian restaurants. Oh, boy. See, I equate food to wherever I go.
I'm
right? 'Cause
excited.
I like to eat food. So we're going to be eating some Southern Michigan food.
I like Italian.
It's great.
What do you think of our idea, Joe? Come on, Joe.
I think I never should have even remotely suggested that you come there for a day because now it's turned into a week.
We're going to go live broadcast from Michigan
Come
Data
on, man.
Center.
We put, 1,000 units in there.
It's gonna be fun. I'm not saying it's not gonna be fun. It's just gonna
Have
be.
you seen the
Darren
pictures?
showed me all the
Yeah.
new epoxy floors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
how
that's
fancy
rad.
it is back there.
It looks great.
Now, for full disclosure, we do have to be careful about the location, so we will film in a way where you can see it, the scope of it, but not really know for sure where exactly it is.
Oh, Lone Platypus already saying, hey, guys, where do I send you my wallet address for those Satoshi?
Ooh, look at you.
Are we going to be playing Nickelback?
And one day, I will tell you, Papa, I don't know where you are, but it'll be a lot easier to import the food to Michigan for one of the days to feed the crew. And I'll be buying some food from Papa Gorilla. We'll have that delivered like we did last
yum.
time.
Travis wants chicken parm.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Travis, they have chicken parm there.
Travis, you're
Michigan
in Vegas,
has
dude.
chicken parm.
Wait, we got to have lunch with this guy.
We got to meet this Travis.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure like the middle of South Africa has chicken parm, man. Like everybody does.
I'm so fired up, man.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited too. Darren's like, what the heck?
It's going to be great. Yeah, risk on, D.
Risk on, baby. Hey, Joe, thank you for joining the show today. If you could do me a favor and bring in the redhead, we'll be moving on.
I want you to talk about
Oh,
one
no,
thing.
I need Chase. Sorry.
I want you to talk about one thing while we're going there.
Okay, go.
The pith mistake.
What's
Did
the
you hear
pick?
that?
What is it?
So pith is an automated system that does values and triggers sell-offs. They had a decimal point rounding area, and they actually did trigger some liquidations of Bitcoin because it showed Bitcoin dropping to $5,800 in the pith system.
What?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Is that PITH?
PYTH.
Oh, PY. Because pith, I was looking at the definition, and that wasn't it.
Yep. Bloomberg's got a big article on it. Yeah, they actually triggered liquidations.
Keep it pithy. Oh, I see it there. Wow.
Well, that sucks for people.
Have fun talking about that one. Okay, I'll go get Chase.
Okay.
Chase, my friend.
Awesome.
Gonna wrap up soon. I gotta shave and get ready for Casey Kasem's daughter, Carrie Kasem.
Eggplant parm at Roman Village is epic. That's what Andrew Mills says.
What?
I don't know. Where is Roman Village? Sounds
Roman
good.
Village. Yeah, let's see here.
So what are we talking about here? POWW, CAN, Canon, full disclosure. Oh, we haven't even talked about it yet because I'm on Discord, the Risk on Discord. For those of you that aren't on the Risk on Discord, I will send you the link in the chat. Skyla is all in on Canon, ticker symbol CAN.
What'd she pay for it?
$8.
Ooh, where's it at?
$760 something.
Oh.
The market crash there kind of screwed us up.
Oh, where's Chase?
I got breaking news. Chase is grinding out a deal. He will not be available.
Is that true?
Really?
It's true. Absolutely true. I just talked to him.
Wow.
Yep. So you're stuck with me.
Risk on.
So I want to get this straight. He's actually declining my invitation to be on the show.
He's not declining. Would you rather have him grind out this deal or just be on the show? What's more important, the deal or
There's
the show?
gonna be hell to pay, buddy.
So Skyla's at okay. Let's cover this real quick. It's not American Top 40.
Mamma Mia. Speaking of Mamma Mia, what's up, Brandy?
Just getting ready for the final IndyCar race this weekend in Long Beach. I'll be down there, heading out there Friday for the whole weekend. A little bit worried, actually. Pato Awards lost a lot of ground the last couple races. He was 10 up going into the final 3 races. Then he was down 25. Now he's down 35. So basically, he has to win at Long Beach, and this Pelot guy has to get taken out. And there's a chance, and there's always crashes at Long Beach. It's a tight street circuit, unforgiving. Hopefully the racing gods will answer my prayers.
If you come up to Randy, the first person to come up to Randy at the Long Beach Grand Prix and say, risk on, he will not have his hat on. Take a look at how he looks right now. Can we get him on screen? He will not have a hat. He will have, what kind of hat?
I'll be wearing McLaren gear.
He'll be wearing McLaren.
Orange hat, probably.
If you come up to Randy and you say to Randy, I watch you on Risk On, we're going to give you $100 worth of Bitcoin. Randy will get your name and address, and we will send you $100 worth of Bitcoin. And everyone that meets Randy and says Risk On to him, we're going to give him a shirt.
That's good.
Wow.
There you go. A polo shirt, they cost us like $35, right?
Yeah, the nice ones.
Yeah.
The nice ones, right?
Yeah.
So if you give away like 100, that's $3,500. Would you rather have would you have a chocolate bar or a 1 ounce gold Cougaron from South Africa? God, Randy, a chocolate bar? You'd have to answer that question.
Cougar end.
Good boy. That's a good answer.
So you're saying I got to drag some merch out there with me?
No. All you have to do, they have to say,
Get their
I watch
information?
you on Risk On. All you have to do is take their address and phone name, and you listen. People, are they going to recognize you? I mean, you're the race rocker, racer, flash race rocker, dude. Come on, you're tall. You got red hair, curly. You're going to have McLaren all over you.
Well, they got to be behind the scenes like I am because I'll be with the mechanics. I'll be in the garage area. I'll be all over the place.
Like I said, $100 a Bitcoin. The first person who says Risk On to Randy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
What else, Randy? What's going on? Pato Awards behind. Who's leading the charge right now?
This Pelot dude.
Pelot?
Yeah, that's this nerd from Chip Ganassi. So he's up by 35. So like I said, he's got to finish like almost last or really get knocked out. And Pato's got to win, basically to win. So regardless, Pato Award and McLaren team did a great job this year. They made some bad strategy calls, and Ganassi never did that. Ganassi at the Portland race, they had an off at the first lap. They dropped way back into 15th, 16th, 17th, and then the strategy calls brings him back up. The guy wins the race. Pato Award doesn't have a problem, and he finishes in 14th. I mean, it just you think they're cheating sometimes, almost the way these strategies work out, and I don't like it. I don't like the strategies, but it's part of racing now.
So what's going on? The race day Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And is there any activities on Saturday?
Oh, the whole weekend. There's concerts. The Long Beach event is really awesome because it's like a street party. They have concerts. There's all kinds of other races going on besides the IndyCar race. In the arena there, the Long Beach arena, there's all kinds of exhibits and stuff, games you can do and all kinds of stuff. So you could have had a Risk On booth in there, man, if you wanted to.
Cool.
And done that maybe next
Randy,
year.
we appreciate your time being here. Anything else you want to cover in the sports world?
Yeah, two things. And Jason knows about one of them, but Formula One's back this weekend in Russia at Sochi. I wish they weren't racing because I'd like to still savor that McLaren victory for another week, but it's good they're back in action in Russia. It's a good track, and so that'll be interesting to see what happens. Verstappen got a 3-grid penalty for crashing into with Hamilton, even though I don't think it's just, but that's what it is. So if he takes pole, he'll have to end up starting 4th because of that. But yeah, the other thing was Conor McGregor threw out a first pitch at the Cubs game yesterday. Did you see this? It was ridiculous, dude. I mean, anybody
was it worse
can
than 50
throw.
Cent?
Jason's got it. I think Jason can bring it up.
No, I got a different video. Todd's got it.
You got it? It's ridiculous. You got to see this. I think 50 Cent was the only dude that did worse than him.
He threw out the first pitch.
Yeah. In Chicago.
Did it hit somebody? I did.
Dude, it almost went in the crowd.
Yeah.
It hit like the little brick wall behind home plate.
I want to show this other video too.
I mean, it's like, can you, Jason, right? You can't even try it. I mean, you couldn't throw that bad if you tried.
143. He's got it coming up. Make sure you got your Risk On volume down.
I don't see it.
Really?
Hold on. I want to show this to everybody.
Hold on. I can find it.
I'm on it.
All right.
Pitch Cubs game.
Got it? Okay.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Bring it.
Oh, my God.
Former UFC champion Conor McGregor has been taking a lot of
right, he's
L's
lefty.
recently and took another one today in
Just a bit
Wrigleyville.
outside.
Throwing out the first pitch, it was not a good one. Actually, it was a really bad one. He fits right in with the Cubs pitching staff right now. Just kidding, Cubby fans. Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
Wow.
Get more great ABC
There you go, man.
Dude, do you think because his suit was too tight or what?
No.
Well, I know George Bush, when he threw out that first pitch, he did not want to hit the ground.
You didn't want to bounce it?
He didn't want to bounce it. He didn't want to knock it to the catcher.
Remember Jeter? He's like, you better throw off the mound.
Yeah.
They'll boo you.
They'll boo you.
Don't bounce it.
Yeah.
Don't bounce it.
So, yeah.
I've seen
Dude, I
girls
was a
throw better
pitcher.
than
I was a
that.
pitcher in high school and before that, and I literally, it's a true story. I'm not joking around. Coach LaRufa got up. We had a Coach LaRufa. I know it's the same name, but not the same guy. LaRusa, whatever. He got up to bat, batting practice, and I was pitching, and I nailed him twice, and he cut me that night. Anyways,
One more
that's
thing.
Edison High School.
I want to
friend.
laugh at this real quick. Nick, I want to play this video right here. We're talking about silver, right? This is in California. This is Mark Dice. Watch this video. This bar is worth $2,500.
Free Hershey bar or a free bar of silver?
100-ounce bar.
Which one would you like? You want the Hershey? Go ahead. It's yours. You don't want
There's
it.
a coin shop.
Which
They can
one would you
verify.
like? Just take one, please. Whatever you want.
Okay, I'll take this one. Isn't that
You take the
silver?
Hershey
That's a
bar?
100-ounce bar of silver.
Oh, you'd rather have the chocolate. Okay, well, take it. It's free.
Nobody
Whichever one you
wants the
want.
silver.
Yeah. Okay, I'd rather have a Hershey bar. You'd rather have the Hershey bar? Yeah, okay.
What is that's
All right.
$2,000?
$2,500
Yeah, well, it
bar of
is a thing,
silver.
but you'll figure it out someday.
Look at that brick.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
Free Hershey bar or free silver bar?
Hershey's.
Okay, well, it's yours then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Take one of these, please.
You know why they probably
Just
thought
take
it wasn't
whichever
real?
one you want.
That's the only reason I can think why they wouldn't do
You
it.
don't know
Yeah,
what
but
this
there's a
is.
coin store. He said you could go verify it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's a
Encina.
brick of silver.
Look,
Well, I'm okay. You just take one of them.
neither one. It's a
Whichever
tarp.
one you want.
It's a
Total
tarp.
morons. Let's
a
move
chocolate
on. Let's move on.
appreciation day.
Hey, Chase is ready. Randy, can you go
Want the
grab it for
chocolate
me,
bar?
buddy?
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Real.
You closed the deal?
He closed the deal already. We're closed.
All right,
We're ready
awesome.
to Move on.
Awesome.
So the people out there who hate me, this little thing isn't going to kill me, so I'm still alive. Sorry for busting up your death show.
Yep.
What do you think of that, Brett? Not ready yet. Got to sell Alzamen for 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, and then I'll probably die. I'll probably die the day after I sell it for 50. If it ever gets there.
if I like
Hopefully.
the chances.
Let's see that drugs. They're in humans, baby. One's in humans, one's coming. So, of those of you who watch this show, this is my son, Chase.
Yep.
Educated at UCLA and Mater Dei and played football and basketball and baseball and lacrosse and I don't know whatever else, but played football competitively.
Ran track. I like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Went to UCLA.
Jumper.
Went to UCLA for football, but that's not the point. The point is one of my main interests is multi-family apartment buildings. I'm a huge fan of affordable housing. And so, Chase, I thought you could just talk about, we're looking at a lot of deals, development deals where we're building apartment buildings. And we're eventually going to open it up for syndication where everyone out there can participate with us that wants to invest, that's accredited. We're going to look for other ways to get them involved. We're not soliciting anything right now. But there are some big yields coming with these things.
Strong.
Big demand for housing shortages, building shortages. I wonder if you could talk about some of the internal rates of return you're seeing and where the best developments are popping up.
Well, I mean, there's great developments out of Florida and Atlanta, always for sure. North Florida as well, in the Panhandle over there. Seeing some Destin, Tampa area, different areas, North Atlanta. But Atlanta is seeing massive growth, rent growth. A lot of these areas, like when we see real estate research from Green Street or other people we've been talking to, a lot of it shows how much of a housing shortage there is in certain areas and how much of it, like more of an oversupply there is in other areas. It's really interesting to see.
Right.
A lot of the returns that we're seeing on development deals, which is really where I think we're heading towards high teens, low 20s on IRR. It's really strong returns.
Really amazing. Jason, what do you think about the housing shortage? You think it continues, this demand for multifamily apartment buildings, housing?
I think it's very important that we realize where the trend is going. It is going to that, but not only that, if we drill down further, it's going from blue states to red states. That's just the way it is right now. A lot of people are leaving New York and California. They're going to Florida. They're going to Texas. They're going to Georgia.
Nevada.
They're coming to Nevada.
I'm mesmerized in my own family. I've been hearing that a lot of people are moving out to Idaho, Texas, Nevada, and other places in my own family.
Not Miranda.
No, she's not here. But the point I'm making here is that I don't know this is going away. And also, I would point out to everybody that hard assets like real estate, a huge inflation hedge, along with that depreciation opportunity to shelter some of your income. The reason I brought Chase on is like, I was looking at some of the deals that you're looking at, Chase, and I'm like, wow, these are really impressive transactions. They're generational transactions.
Irreplaceable.
Hey, some of the stuff that Chase is looking at, and I hope we can get this one deal. They would be building, I think, 258 individual apartments,
right,
by the water, and it looks like it's an irreplaceable piece of land
with the supporting commercial aspect too,
right?
Which is nice infrastructure.
So we're seeing a lot of opportunity. I know that some people on this show develop apartment buildings, invest in apartment buildings, and I'm hoping that's going to happen for the future. Jason, anything you want to wrap up today?
No, that's really about it. Just let's see what happens tomorrow with the jobless claims and see what the market does, how it reacts to today's Fed meeting.
Sure.
We had a good day today, right?
We had a great day.
Yeah.
It was nice to see the market not there wasn't a follow through collapse from Monday. There was a little bit of a sell off yesterday. I was expecting it to continue. We're trying to have this mellow landing, I guess. I think it's important to remind everybody, and I want everyone to pay close attention, that September 30th is right around the corner, and we start the fourth quarter. We're going into 2022. We're 3 months away from Christmas.
Yeah.
We are just around the corner from Thanksgiving.
Order your gifts now.
Order your gifts now because they won't get here on time.
Get here in
but
time.
most importantly, Chase's birthday is coming up soon.
Yes, it is.
You're going to be, what, 22 years old?
22. Yes, sir.
Very mature man. All right, everybody. Thank you so much to Randy and Skyla, Joe for joining the show. My man Jason is
we had a good one.
Feeling good after the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We're all socially distancing and getting tested. Brett and Nick, thanks for being here. I know it's a little bit of a weird schedule because we're not doing Risk On every day. We'll figure this out, though, right?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. You guys take care. It is the 136th episode of Risk On. I'm Todd Ault, Jason Bartholomew. It is 9/22/2021. We will see you Friday.
Yep.
For a fun show with a lot of guests going on. Looking forward to seeing you, Carrie, on the show today on Autonomous. In about an hour, no, about 40 minutes, we'll be doing that podcast. Take care, everyone.